What is going on, everybody? Jeff back here with another head-to-head beer review, and I've got another Belgian beer today. This one comes to us from Wisconsin, and it is Sprecher Kriek Lambic, and it's their 25th anniversary beer, and it says that they were open from 1985 to 2010. That was their anniversary, and then I think they brewed it one more time last year, and then so this is the 2011 version. So I think it's about 9 or 10 months old. No, yeah, like 8 months old, which isn't too bad. But I think that you want to drink lambics like within a year or so, so that they don't lose their flavor. But on their website, it says that Kriek means cherry, and we've made this Belgian-style ale with our own by using Door County cherry juice and some Wisconsin organic malts. Beginning with a clear cherry top note, earthiness, funk, wet hay, and tartness become more pronounced with each sip, as do the Brett and lactic acid cultures. At 5%, this is a refreshing session beer that pairs well with food. And it says, yeah, 13 IBUs, malts that use Pilsen malts and torrefied wheat and Saaz hops for bittering. So, don't really know anything about this beer. I've only had, the only other lambic that I've had is Lindemann's Framboise, so I don't really have much to compare it to, but I'm interested to try this one. I think it was only about $6 or $7 for this bottle, so I figured it'd be worth a shot. Let's go ahead and get into it. I already smell the cherries coming off this bad boy. Alright, so that wasn't too much of an aggressive pour, but as you can see, we've got several fingers worth of kind of a pink colored head, and then kind of a dark ruby colored body. Obviously lighter towards the bottom where more light can get through. But this is just crazy carbonated. Yeah, just fizzing up the sides. Really fine, thin bubbles. And it looks like this head's going to stick around a little bit. Okay, so I waited a little bit for the head to go down. Now, so let's go ahead and get this. Pretty interesting smelling. The first thing that's obviously the most prevalent is just sweet, juicy cherries. It really smells. It's super. Then you get like a nice lactic quality from the wild yeast, and then some funkiness too, but it's not overly funky. Yeah, so I mean the funkiness kind of gives some off smells, but it's not. It doesn't seem unpleasant at all. It smells pretty good, but I mean I don't have a lot to compare it to. So well, let's go ahead and give this one a taste. Cheers. That beer is super sweet. There's just a crazy amount of sweetness in this one. Just insane amount of cherries. There's a slight tartness, but it's really hardly noticeable at all. And it's more towards the back end. The funkiness in the smell is not really that noticeable in the flavor at all. The mouthfeel on this one is it's medium to light. It's got crazy amount of carbonation and kind of a champagne kind of thing going on in your tongue. But overall, it's just the main thing is just it's insanely sweet. Slight tartness, but again, not it's not overly tart, and it's pretty enjoyable. Other than the really sticky mouthfeel that you get in the aftertaste from the insane amount of sweetness. So I'm gonna sip on this one for a little bit longer, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final verdict. Okay, guys, I'm back with my final verdict on the Sprecher Kriek Lambic. It's a pretty good beer, and I think that it's presentable. In a lot of ways to maybe someone who's just looking to get into lambics. I would say that it probably, at least from the reviews, that it doesn't stack up hardly to a lot of other lambics, and that they say that it seems a little off. My main concern is that it's just overly sweet and it's kind of syrupy. So it's just got too much of a cherry syrup flavor and not enough of the lambic kind of tartness, funkiness kind of a thing going on. Whereas they should find a nice happy medium with the blending. That one characteristic is kind of overpowering the other. So I'm going to give this one a B-. I'm going to give it an 80. I think for the price, it's only like $6 or something like that for a bottle. If you can find one, it might be worth picking up. I wouldn't say drink the whole bottle by yourself because it's going to be really difficult, but maybe a glass, maybe share a glass with some other people, try to give them something new. They probably won't be able to believe you that it's beer in the first place. Like I said, it's hard to put down a lot of this. So that's the Kriek Lambic for me, and I'll be back with another beer, another Belgian beer next time. Peace.